Hello everyone, my name is Ahmed. In today's C# lesson, we're going to learn about stacks. Let's begin. Now guys, let me explain the stack a little bit for you. So, stack is basically another container, but it's like list, so it has no length range, but the logic of our stack is more like the array one. So, let me explain it with examples. You're going to understand it better. So, first of all, I need to create another class object, a special class object for this method to work. But first, I need to write an library for that, which is, let's just click here, using system collections. When I wrote this library, now I can create my class. So what will be my class? It's going to be stack. Then I'm gonna name it. Let's say our stack. Then of course I'm just gonna say new stack, and I'm not gonna assign any length value here. Why is that? Because as I told you before, this stack has no length range either, so I don't need to assign a length value here. Now let me just write a comment. We created the stack, and now I'm gonna show how this stack's logic works. So this stack logics work like our array one. So basically it's going to have values in those square brackets. Basically it's like that. But when I enter a value, it's going to be in here. Then when I try to enter the second value, this value will be moved on to this square bracket. Then my new value will replace this one. So let's just say, or actually let me just do it like this. Just copy this and paste it down, down and down. So let's say I'm gonna put 2 here. It's going to be replace this 1 here, then my 1 here will be moved on to our next square bracket. Now I'm just gonna add 3 here. How am I gonna add the 3? When I add the 3, this 2 will be moved on to the next square bracket, and this one will be moved on to the next square bracket. So it will be like that. Again, I'm gonna add 4, so this 3 will be on this square bracket, this 2 will be on this square, and this one will be on this square bracket. So let's actually write that down. Our stack. Now how am I going to add some values to my our stack variable? I'm gonna add it with the push keyword, guys. You can see it right there. As you can see, I have my push keyword. So basically I am pushing my values onto another square bracket. This is just an example, guys. I'm just saying this is how it works. Now I'm just gonna write 1 here. Then again I'm just gonna add 2, 3 and 4. 2, 3 and 4. So it's going to be like this. So basically I'm just gonna add 1, 2, 3 and 4. So it's going to basically be like this. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to print out my stack. How am I going to print out my stack? We're going to use loops. Which loop? For each loop. Why is that? Because that's the easiest one. And also we don't have the length, so for each is the better option. So I'm just gonna copy our stack variable name and paste it there, and I'm just gonna write console write line. And actually I'm just gonna show you guys another way of writing or printing our items in our stack. I can just write that down, right? But instead of writing like this, I'm gonna do something like that. I'm just gonna put curly brackets here, then I'm gonna put 0 in there. Then I'm just gonna put comma outside of our quotation marks, then write item there. So what am I done? Basically I just replace this curly bracket 0 with my items every time. Now what can I do for extra? I can write our stack equals to this. What will happen when I try to add another object here? It's going to be the curly brackets 1, then if I just write item here, this equals to this curly bracket 1. So basically we are assigning this to this item here and this to this. But I'm not gonna use that one now. For now, I'm just gonna write our stack, print out our stack, print our stack. Now I'm just gonna write console readline and execute my command. And as you can see, we are having our stack 4. Why is that? Because we are pushing all of our values. So this 4 value here becomes our first position. So basically this is our first value in our stack right now. Then 3 is the second, 2 is the third, and 1 is the fourth value. That's why it printed out like this. Now, I want to do what? Instead of showing all of my stack, I want to see the first one. So what I'm going to do for that, I'm just gonna peek at my stack. So basically, or literally, let's just say, I'm just gonna write console readline, then our first value of our stack variable is, let me just put the curly brackets here. Then what am I going to do? I'm going to call our stacks peek. I'm literally peeking at my first value. This is going to give me my value of our stack object here. Now let me execute this again. And as you can see, our first value of our stack variable is 4, guys, or actually stack object. This is an object. Now, I want to do another thing. What I want to do, I want to remove some items. I want to pop out a value from our stack. So how am I going to do that? I'm going to first of all copy this, and actually let's put another line here. Then I'm gonna remove the first value of our stack, because what I'm gonna write right now, because the code that I'm gonna write right now is going to remove the first item of our stack. It's going to remove this 4 right there. So what I'm going to write, I'm going to write our stack again, then I'm going to put a point, and I'm going to pop out that first value. So this will, and of course I need to write it like this, this will remove the first item of our stack. Let's execute this again, and as you can see, we remove the value of 4 here. So we remove our first item in our object. Let's actually copy this and paste this here. Then we're gonna see 3 items in our loop, and we're gonna see 3 as our first value. And as you can see, we removed our 4 from our stack, so our stack changed to 3 values, and it will become 3 to 1, as 3 as the first value. So it printed out our first value of our object is 3. Then again, we removed our first value of our object, so basically we removed the 3, and if I copy and paste this again, you're going to see 2 and 1. Why is that? Because we removed the 3 as well. So we're down to 3 items in our stack, guys. And this is the end of our stack topic, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in our next C# lessons. Goodbye.